Well, hello and how are you? Hey, friends, welcome to the Shen Show. I am your host, Shenandoah Briscoe, coming to you from where else but right here in St. Charles, Missouri. Hey, I got some birthday shout outs. One going out to Jim Vanderbeek and John Gaskell. Hey, so without further ado, here's a birthday song for the two of you. I said, hey, Jim. Hey, John. Hey, I heard it's your birthday today. So happy birthday, I must say. You know you grew 1 more year older today. So happy birthday to you, I say. I said, hey Jim, hey John, I heard it's your birthday today. So happy birthday, I must say. You know you 1 more year older today. So happy birthday to you, I say. And many more. You chatta chat chat cha. I got some Facebook poke shout outs going out to Amanda Sue Little and Karen Sanders. Hey, that says poker. Mm, back, wake up, backspace, go to sleep. Okay, had to remove an R there. Not poker shout outs, it's poke shout outs. That's right, that's right, that's right. All right, all right, all right. Well, happy Pokey Day to my Pokey friends. They are my Pokey pals. Anyway, today's weather forecast is coming up. Brought to you by who else but the weather people. That's right. People that sponsor weather are the weather people that are sponsoring the weather today. And it's the sunshine people and the moonshine people. Boy, you had some moonshine. Anyway, Tuesday, July the 14th, sunshine and clouds mixed in with high temperatures around 94 degrees Fahrenheit. Winds are going to be south to southeast at 10 to 15 miles per hour. Partly cloudy with low skies overnight, low temperatures around 74 degrees Fahrenheit, and winds south to southeast at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Then Wednesday, scattered thunder showers mixed with sun and clouds. That's right. A few storms may be severe, highs around 93 degrees temperatures, and winds south at 10 to 15 miles per hour. Chances of rain 60%. Where did that go? Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. All right, thunderstorms likely in the evening, then a chance of scattered thunderstorms later on. A few storms may be severe, lows around 71 degrees Fahrenheit, and winds are going to be west and northwest at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Chances of rain 80%. And then sunshine and clouds mixed in. Highs around 91 degrees Fahrenheit, and winds are going to be north at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Few clouds overnight. Ugh, a few clouds overnight. With a low temperatures around 72 degrees Fahrenheit. Winds are going to be light and variable. Um, East to northeast at about 5 miles per hour on Thursday, July the 16th. Now, Friday, July 17th, isolated thunderstorms in the morning, then skies turning partly cloudy later in the day. Highs around 95 degrees Fahrenheit and winds south to southeast at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Chances of rain 30%. A few low clouds, low temperatures around 77 degrees overnight. Winds south at 5 to 10 miles per hour. And then mostly sunny skies, highs around 98 degrees Fahrenheit, and winds southwest at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Mostly clear skies overnight with lows around 78 degrees Fahrenheit. Winds south to southwest at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Hey, did y'all catch them things yesterday? I'm telling you what, they satellite. Not satellite, it was a comet. Yes, sir, Bob. There was a comet yesterday, a flyby. I tell you what, it was well worth the watching. It was worth the looking at. I'm telling you, son, it was well worth looking at. It was out there, outside, my friends. It was outside, and I saw it out there. hmm Actually, I didn't get a chance to see it. It was too dark for me to see. You know, it's one of them things. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Too dark for me to see. Anyway, hey, that being said, let's just jump on over and do some more looking at some more stuff, okay? Alrighty then. How about what's going on in St. Charles? That's right. How about celebrating the summer with us at our grand opening? That's right. The St. Charles Art Foundry. That's right. The Foundry Arts Center is going to be opening up at 5 p.m. to 8 p.m. on July 17th. That's right, July 17th. So go on down to the Foundry Art Center at 520 North Main Street, and uh, and then you can take a look, see, browse around inside the Family Arts Center. That's right, celebrate summer with us at our grand reopening. This free event will have a live outdoor performance by the Lionel Richie Experience featuring David Graham with food and refreshments from Valentini's, Iconic Ice, Winos, and of course, coffee roasters. Inside, we'll have some kids' crafts in the Bowie Family Children's Gallery and a studio artist's summer sale. All the galleries will be open. 5 o'clock p.m. the doors open. 5:30 the gallery talk. 6 p.m. the concert begins and the bar opens. 6:45 is the intermission, and then 7:30 the concert ends. So come on down and take a look see. Enjoy the celebration of summer, the grand reopening of the Art Foundry. That's right, the Foundry Art Center. All right, that being said, Farmers Market will be opening in the parking lot. That's right, June the 6th. June or July? June, July coming up, July. Reoccurring weekly on Saturdays. So this Saturday on the what would that be? That would be the 18th. That's right, coming up on the 18th. They're going to be located down at the Foundry Art Center parking lot. So come on down and enjoy. St. Charles Farmers Market is operated by the St. Charles Lions Club and offers produce, baked goods, jams, eggs, soap, and much, much more. Hours of operation are 7 a.m. to 12 p.m. on Saturdays at 500 North Riverside Drive, St. Charles, Missouri. Okie dokie. Well, okie dokie then. Okie dokie, my smoky friend. Okie dokie. Now then, what else they got going on? Missouri Pneumatic Society Coin Show. It's a freebie, folks. It's a freebie over at the St. Charles Convention Center. So if you want to go inside for a while on the 23rd, 20 through the 25th, you can run on over to the convention center, pick a couple of day hours there, Thursdays, 12 p.m. to 7 p.m., Friday, 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. And, well, it just moves too fast, I'm telling you. And then Saturday, 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. over at the convention center. It's the coin collectors, that's right. And they're going to have like 150 booths, I believe. Yeah, 150 dealers, free admission and free parking. So come on by the convention center on next weekend, not this weekend coming up, but the 23rd, 25th, and 23rd, 24th, and 25th. Yeah, that'll be Friday, Saturday, and Sunday of next week. All right. All righty then. And now let's see what's next. What's next? What's next? There's one more thing. One more thing to peruse, and that would be over at the Beale Street Market. Yes, sir. The Beale Street Market has stuff too going on. August the 5th, August. June, July, August the 5th, 2020, 5 p.m. to 8 p.m. on the streets of St. Charles. Beale Street is going to have their farmers market. Come and join us for another great season of Beale Street Markets. This will be an art and farmers market held on Beale Street the first Wednesday of each month, May through September, from 5 a.m. to 8 p.m. Grab your friends and family and come and check out the unique arts and homegrown foods and our vendors have to offer. Alrighty. Alrighty then, there you go. Oh, by the way, the free concert over there at the Foundry Art Center there, they suggest a $10 donation. So if you'd like to make a donation to keep up the Art Foundry, well, by golly, then do so. If no, well, you don't really have to. But they would like for you to, if at all possible. You know what I'm saying? All right, let's see. How about our story time? Story time? Well, what is the story for the day? The Floor Clever Brothers. Is that what we're going to try? We'll try that. There was once a poor man who had 4 sons, and when they were grown up, he said to them, "Dear children, you must go out into the world now, for I have nothing to give you. You must each learn a trade and make your own way in the world." So the 4 brothers took their sticks in their hands, bid adieu to their father. So the 4 brothers, yep, they took their sticks in their hands and they bid their father a goodbye and passed out of the town gates. And when they had walked some distance, they came to 4 crossroads, with each led into 4 different directions. Well, then the eldest brother, the one said, "Well, we must part here and be this day 4 years. We will meet here again, having in the meantime done our best to make our fortunes." Then each one went on his own way in his own direction. The eldest man and met an old man who asked him where he came from and what he was going to do. "Well, I want to learn a trade," he answered. Then the man said, "Come with me and learn to be a thief." "No," answered he, "that is not no longer considered an honest trade. And now, and the end of that song would be that I should swing at the chapter in a bell." "Uh, oh," said the man, "you need not be afraid of the gallows. I will only teach you how to take things no one else wants or knows how to get hold of, and where no one can find you out." So he allowed himself to be persuaded, and under the man's instructions he became such an expert thief that nothing was safe from him, much which he had once made up his mind to have. And the second brother, he met a man who put the same question to him as to what he was going to do in the world. "I don't know yet," he answered. "Then come with me," answered and be a stargazer. It is the grandest thing in the world. Nothing is hidden from you." He was pleased with the idea, and became such a clever stargazer that when he had learnt everything and wanted to go away, his master gave him a telescope and said, With this, you can see everything that happens in the sky and on earth, and nothing can remain hidden from you. And the third brother was taken in hand by a huntsman, who taught him everything connected with sport so well that he became a first-rate huntsman. On his departure, his master presented him with a gun and said, "This gun will never miss. Whatever you aim at, you will hit without fail." The youngest brother also met a man who asked him what he was going to do. "Wouldn't you like to be a tailor?" he asked. "I don't know about that," said the young man. "I don't much fancy sitting cross-legged from morning till night and everlasting pulling a needle in and out and pushing a flat iron." "Oh, dear, dear." "Dear, dear," said the man, "what are you talking about?" "If you come to me, you will learn quite a different sort of tailoring. It is a most pleasant and agreeable trade, not to say most honorable." So he allowed himself to be talked over and went with the man, who taught him his trade thoroughly. I hate this thing, pages, pages. Yeah, on his departure, he was given a needle and said, "With this needle you will be able to stitch anything together, be it as soft as an egg or as hard as steel, and it will become like a whole piece of stuff, with no seams visible." When the 4 years which the brothers had agreed upon had passed, they met at the crossroads, and they embraced one another and hurried home to their father. "Well," said he, quite pleased to see them, "has the wind wafted you back to me again?" And they told him all that had happened to them, and that each had mastered a trade. They were sitting in front of the house under a big tree, and their father said, "Now I will put you to the test, and see what you can do." Then he looked up and said to his second son, "There is a chiffonnish nest in the topmost branches of this tree. Tell me how many eggs there are in it." The stargazer took his glass and said, "There are 5." His father said to the eldest, "Bring the eggs down without disturbing the bird and sitting on them." The cunning thief climbed up and took the 5 eggs from under the bird so cleverly that it never noticed they were gone, and he gave them to his father. His father took them, and he gave them to took them and put them one on each corner of the table and one in the middle, and said to the sportsman, "You must shoot the 5 eggs through the middle at one shot." And the sportsman leveled his gun and divided each egg in half at one shot, as his father desired. He certainly must have had some of the powder with which shoots around the corner. "Now it is your turn," said the father to the fourth son. "You will sew the eggs together again, at the shell and the young birds inside them, and you will do it in such a manner that they will be none the worse for the shot." The tailor produced his needle and stitched away as his father. The tailor produced his needle and stitched away as his father ordered. When he had finished, the thief had to climb up the tree again and put the eggs back under the bird without her noticing it. The bird spread herself over the eggs, and a few days later the fledglings crept out of the shells, and they all had a red line round their throats where the tailor had sewn them together. And then, yes, said the old man to his sons, I can certainly praise your skills. You have learned some worthy knowledge, knowing something worth knowing, and made the most of your time. I don't know which of you to give the palm to. I only hope you may soon have a chance of showing your skills, so that it might be settled. Not long after this, there was a great alarm raised in the country. The king's only daughter had been carried off by a dragon. The king swore for her sorrowed for her day and night, and proclaimed that whomever brought her back should marry her. The four brothers said to one another, this would be an opportunity for us to prove what we can do. And they decided to go out together to deliver the princess. I shall I shall soon know whether she is where she is, said the stargazer as he looked through his telescope, and then he said, I see her already. She is a long way from here. She is sitting on a rock in the middle of the sea, and the dragon is near watching her. Then he went to the king and asked for a ship his brothers and his brothers to cross the sea in search of the rock. They found the princess still on the rock, but the dragon was asleep with his head on her lap. The sportsman said, I dare not shoot. I should kill the beautiful maiden. Then I will try my luck, said the thief, and he stole her away from beneath the dragon, and he did it so gently and skillfully that the monster never discovered it, but went on snoring. Full of joy, they hurried away with her to the ship and steered for the open sea. But the dragon, on awaking, had missed the princess and now came after them through the air, foaming with rage. Just as he was hovering over the ship and about to drop on them, the sportsman took aim with his gun and shot him through the heart. The monster fell down dead, but he was so huge that in falling he dragged the whole ship down with him. They managed to seize a few boards on which they kept themselves afloat. And they were now in great straits. But the tailor, not to be outdone, produced his wonderful needle and put some great stitches into the boards, and seated himself on them, and collected all the floating bits of the ship. Then he stitched them all together so cleverly that in a very short time the ship was seaworthy again, and they sailed happily home. The king was so overjoyed when he saw his daughter again, and he said to the four brothers, one of you shall marry her, but which one? You must decide amongst yourselves. An excited discussion then took place among them, for each one made a claim. The stargazer said, "Had I not discovered the princess, all your arts would have been in vain. Therefore she is mine." Then the thief said, "What would have been the good of discovering her if I had not taken her from under the dragon's head? So she is mine." The sportsman said, "You, as well as the princess, would have been destroyed by the monster if my shot had not hit him. So she is mine." The tailor said, "And if I had not sewn the ship together with my needle and thread, you would all have been drowned miserably. Therefore she is mine." The king said, "Each of you have an equal right, but as you can't all have her, none of you shall have her. I will give every one of you half a kingdom as a reward." And the brothers were quite satisfied with this decision, and they said, "It is better so that than it is better so then that we should quarrel over it." So each of them received half a kingdom, and they lived happily ever after with their father for the rest of their days. Hey, a happy ending from the Brothers Grimm. And there we go. There you have it. That was um, that one was called The Four Clever Brothers. Alrighty then. I think next time we'll probably do The Lady and the Lion, depending on how long it is. Wow, maybe not. Hmm, yeah, maybe. We might do The Lady and the Lion. It's 3 or 4 pages long, but that's okay. Alrighty, we're gonna save that for tomorrow. It looks like we should do the Shen Show. Oh, there. Okie dokie. Looks like we should do the Shen Show. Or not the Shen Show, Our Daily Bread portion of the Shen Show. Yes, Our Daily Bread portion of the Shen Show is brought to you today by the sponsor, The Bible with Briscoe 2020. Yes, The Bible with Briscoe 2020 is a daily reading of the Bible to be completed within 1 year. Today's reading is going to cover Psalms 10 through 12 and Acts 9 1 through 20. That's the that's the Bible with Briscoe 2020. Alrighty, the daily bread. Today's devotion is called Playing the Fool. And the scripture for the devotion is James 4 4 through 12. James 4 4 through 12. You adulterous people, do you not know that friendship with the world means enmity against God? Therefore, anyone who chooses to be a friend of the world becomes an enemy of God. Or do you think Scripture say without reason that he jealously longs for the Spirit he has caused to dwell in us? But he gives us more grace. And that is why Scripture says God oppressed the proud, but shows favor to the humble. Submit yourselves then to God, and rest and resist the devil, and he will flee from you. Come near to God, and he will come near to you. Wash your hands, you sinners, and purify your hearts, you double-minded. Grieve, mourn, and wail. Change your laughter to mourning, and your joy to gloom. Humble yourselves before the Lord, and he will lift you up. Brothers and sisters, do not slander one another. Anyone who speaks against a brother or sister or judges them speaks against the law and judges it. And when you judge the law, you are not keeping it, but sitting in judgment on it. There is only one lawgiver and judge, the one who is able to save and destroy. But you, who are you to judge your neighbor? And so there you have it. That was James 4, 4 through 12. Alrighty then. That seems to be it for the daily bread for the day. Playing the fool. That's it for the Daily Bread today, which is it for the Shen Show for the day. And so, therefore, I am going to have to say, well, goodbye, my friends. It's time to go. I said goodbye, my friends. It's a time to go. I hate to leave you, but I really must go. So goodbye, my friends. Goodbye. This here's Vin Shenandoah Briscoe saying hello and how are you? Thanks for tuning in to the Shen Show. And as always, you know, God loves you and so do I. So be blessed and come back and see me tomorrow because, well, hey, I'll be here and I hope that you are